Welcome everybody to the Actors Academy and thank you for tuning in today. So I'm going to tell you a practical way of being able to get into your characters. Very easy and very fast, and it has to do with the eyes. The eyes are the gateway into the soul for any actor. And if you've watched this channel before, we've talked about it. But I want to be able to show you in this video specific examples where you can actually see the eyes in process actively working. For me, I'm a very analytical person. So I really started to think about this and dive headfirst. And I had an analytical mind to really find out what are the commonalities that everybody's doing, and then what are some of the unique aspects that actors will use to get into their characters. So here's something that I found that's really interesting. For acting, it breaks down very simply into three things. You need to have play, which leads to your instincts, which then goes to the emotions, which we want the audience to be able to either see and or feel. Now play, that's the key. You need to have a key in order to get into your characters because we never want to be in our heads. We want our instincts to be playing out, but the only way we can have our instincts play out is if we know how to play our characters. One of the ways to find out how to play our characters is to find the eyes of our characters. Not every character is going to look the same way. For example, if I'm playing one character and I'm looking at you now, well, it may be different if all of a sudden I look at you like this, or I can't even make eye contact with you. All of that, if you watch this, tells a story. Now, maybe it's a different story for you. One shows maybe more confidence. Maybe one shows shyness. Maybe one shows scared. Maybe one shows deep in thought, thinking about something. But it all shows something to the audience. Now, this is a tactic and an approach that Johnny Depp actually uses. And what's great is that we can see his whole lexicon of his work. He's done a phenomenal job at having many great roles to play off of that we can watch. And he talked about this during the Amber Heard trial when he was trying to get into the character for Edward Scissorhands. Now with Edward Scissorhands, this character, you know what he thought about? He thought about puppy dogs and babies. Now why? Why would he think about puppy dogs and babies? Because there was an innocence for Edward, and he wanted that innocence to come forward for us, the audience. And guess what? It did. But he used that approach of thinking about the eyes for the character. Now, if we go and look at the rest of his body of work, many of his characters all have different sets of eyes. The way that they stare at people, look at them, the way that they respond is all very different. Now, I want to show you examples where you can actually see this live, where it's not even being edited from a movie where there's 1,000 different clips all edited perfectly. But you can actually watch. This is from the Matt Friend YouTube channel. You've probably seen this guy many times before, either on YouTube or on Instagram or on TikTok, where he does these amazing impressions of other celebrities. Now, what I want you to do is I want you to watch this, but I want you to specifically look at his eyes. Watch his eyes, how they change with each impression that he gets into. Now, of course, you're going to see, hey, he does a great impression and it's very awesome with his body and everything that he gets into it. But really for this, get tunnel vision and just focus on the eyes and see how the eyes change with each character. Okay, let's go and watch it. Then we'll talk about it more after.
God. Oh, God. It's not bad. It could be worse. Oh, God, I feel... Do you think it is good or no?
It's very good. Yeah, you're right up there with Ariana.
Paul Giamatti is not only one of my heroes,
That's very
but
good.
I am doing to you right now. What do you think about that?
That's very good.
That's very good.
Very good.
Do you know?
This is an impression not just for red states or blue states, but this is a voice for these United States, because together we believe in that creed that says, I am my brother's keeper.
And finally, new rule. I have a brand new book. You know what I mean? Right?
Does that really sound like me?
Oh, Bill, you're warming up to it. You hear it, right?
I don't hear it.
You don't?
I don't.
Say the following word. Ready? Wrong.
Wrong.
Is this still f***ing you up, Howard? It's f***ing me up, right?
Yeah, right. Because when I start talking to Robin after you
Right.
leave, I get crazy, you know.
Right. Can we just
Right,
talk
Robin?
about this? Can we
Yeah,
just
go
talk
ahead.
about this? Right.
Go
I just
ahead.
want to know
Go
this, right? Right or wrong, right?
Right,
Right.
right.
Well, I think this is very Bojack energy on the sidewalk, but keep it up and enjoy the razz.
Okay, I don't really get, but okay.
I think it's pretty good.
Okay. It's not-
Okay, great.
It's pretty good, Matt.
It could be better.
It could be way better.
Okay. Welcome to
but I
Smartless.
think you're okay. Welcome to
Is you didn't do an impression of Elvis. I'm doing an impression of Austin Butler as Elvis. You did the man, the husband, the son.
That's very
You
good.
crushed that thing.
Thank you.
Can we do a little If I Can Dream for the camera? I'd like to hear you do it.
Of a better land where all my brothers.
Congratulations.
Whenever I see you, I just feel like my old actor teacher Sandy Meisner used to say,
Well, there may be trouble ahead, of course. Can you feel our cosmic energy rubbing off of each other? Have another drink?
my dark-eyed beauty. Did you see it? You saw the movie?
Did I see it? That's like asking a Cole Porter if he's the top. Yes, I saw the film.
Jeffrey Lynn.
I love you, my darling.
I love you.
Oh my gosh, this guy's the man of many voices.
It's Jim Gaffigan. How are you?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
It's so great to be here. Amazing Grace, how sweet. That's it. Thank you.
He's also hitting the notes better.
I appreciate that. That's what I do. Jump shot. We do our research. Come on now. Thank you.
Didn't mean to leave you hanging.
I try to do Patrick Warburton. It's kind of right here. What do you think about that?
It's pretty good. Yeah, it's right down there. You just keep it down here like
You know, Patrick. Some have said that the main ingredient in Pop-Tarts is the poison for Cusco. Cusco's poison. What do you think about that?
Now, did you catch the eyes, how they changed every time he was going and playing a different impression? It's because when we're acting and when we're playing, the eyes have to change. But when you really nail down the eyes of your character, it can really help you get in there. And that's why sometimes one of the first things to do when you have a character and you have a scene or you have a movie script in front of you, try to think about, okay, what would be the eyes of this character? How would this character look at other people? Would it be intense? Would it be soft? Would it be innocent? What are the eyes of the character? And sometimes if you approach the character first in that way, then the rest of the character will just come to you. And then you can play that character, which will then allow your instincts to come forward. I want you to see this clip, and then you can also specifically see how the eyes are brought up here. So watch this.
My impression of Lucas Bravo, aka Gabriel.
I feel like I'm hard to...
I try to do it. You know,
Yes.
Emily, it's sort of like this.
Okay.
It's not too bad, right?
Yeah, it's interesting. But there's a bit of
There's
triple
a bit of
stitch in it.
a bit of a, well, you're talking, you know, it's very kind of, you lead from the sexy eyes, you know, it's...
You think it's the eyes?
I think you lead from the sexy eyes, you know?
So as you can see, the eyes are a powerful way of getting into the character. When I go and I do my characters, I have a toolkit for things that I can pull from, and this is one of the tools that I use. It's not going to work for every character. I'm not claiming in this video that, hey, starting from the eyes is going to work for every character. But I am saying that this is a process that actors do use. This is a process that also does work. You want to have a toolbox that you pull out these tools and you go, okay, hey, you know, this one for the eyes, this has worked for some characters I've done before. Let's see if it works for this character. Just think about it like with each character, you're building a house. Sometimes you're going to need a hammer. Sometimes you're going to need a screwdriver. Sometimes you're going to need a screw gun. Sometimes you're going to need a saw. Sometimes you're going to need some element, and you just have to go into your toolbox and pull it out. I'm trying to help build those tools for you. And one of the tools is finding your characters through the eyes. So I hope you like this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you stay up to date with everything. Give this video a thumbs up if it helped you all. And if you're interested in our 10-hour acting masterclass, our 2.0 version, that's always going to be down in the description down below and also in the comment section. And then if you like this video and you found it helpful and it pushes your acting even that much more forward, then you're really going to love this video right over here. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.